Children's depression was the main topic of the lecture. The speaker mentioned that research from the 16th century found that a dramatic increase in children's depression can increase risk of life. Since children with depression respond differently to medical treatment, specialists have struggled to find a perfect medicine. Though the number of children suffering from depression has increased, it remains a mystery for scientists and needs to be resolved soon. Fight or flight response was the main topic of the lecture. Initially, the speaker mentioned that basic emotions like fear or anger that has evolved to help meet our need for self-preservation. Furthermore, on encountering a survival threat, the brain runs information from mere senses through primitive parts of the brain, which are used to communicate with the rest of the body, leading to this fight or flight response. Children literature was the main topic of the lecture. Initially, the speaker mentioned that Britain perhaps has the longest and distinguished tradition of creating books for children, which is often taken for granted. Children's books do cultural work by being a place where children learn vocabularies and get vicarious experiences. They aid also a source of information about the views and opinions of a particular period in time. Application used in biological systems has been evolving. Nowadays, scientists can engineer and design nature by creating organisms. Though 40 years ago scientists could only cut and paste DNA from one organism to another, they can now write and synthesize DNA to create new organisms with new techniques. Based on these techniques, scientists are building a cellular factory and cultivating millions of bacteria based on one bacterium. In moral objectivism, there are some universal moral principles including rules, ideas, and guidelines that are valid and consistent for all individuals in all social environments and all situations. In moral absolutism, there is a firm and unyielding boundary between what is right and what is wrong. There are non-overridable principles which must be followed. Nothing is subject to interpretation, and nothing is dependent upon the situation. This lecture introduces 3 types of family. A nuclear family includes only a mother, a father and children, which is the most common family type in Western countries. In an extended family, grandparents, parents, and children live together with a strong geographical proximity. In a tenuous family, children do not live with their grandparents or parents, but keep in contact with them on a daily basis over the phone or via the internet. A good idea should have certain features, even though the definition of it may vary, which means it needs to be innovative, unique, transformative, and productive. When an idea is formed small ones, they are 00t simply put together but the combination of the individuals. The constant innovations to the basic ideas make the idea unique. In addition, only when the ianipt is transcended, it serves the purpose. A social network has various purposes. It can not only help transfer information but also can save time when traveling in a long distance. It is suitable for old cities with high-density population because network can provide better public services for travelers who have long distance or multi-destination trips. Except for reducing the density of e-commuters, people could take advantage of a good network when making traveling plans in advance. Internet can achieve many things but has advantages and disadvantages. The email system was designed by researchers trust each other. Therefore, the authentication process was not originally built in it. Email authentication is a technical solution which proves that an email is not forged and is used to block harmful or fraudulent emails. This term is also used to refer to technical standards for verification. Andrew Carnegie always did well and made improvements for all of his jobs when he worked for telegraph office, invested in oil company and built huge steel factory. He is very wealthy, selfless and interested in philanthropy, and since he values reading and teaming, he built many libraries, universities, research institutes etc., among which Carnegie Hall is important to New York City culture.